Over the past 2 generations of the Monolith engine, we've really kind of focused on what makes F.E.A.R special. We've tried to take the key elements that really worked for F.E.A.R, kind of that really dynamic environments, the dynamic lighting, and the high effect density, and try to build on top of that while moving on to the next generation of consoles. Over the course of development, there were a lot of things that we were able to do that really turned out way better than we ever anticipated. One of the things we came across was real-time volumetric rendering. This allows us to have light kind of streaming through a grate or a tree and actually have it look like light would with a participating medium of like dust or something else scattered in the air. It really leads to much more immersive environments. We really focused on taking what was great about F.E.A.R 1 and pushing it to the next level. The destructibility is much more immense if you've seen any of the powered armor videos where it'll just destroy an entire city block. What gamers are going to get from F.E.A.R 2 over F.E.A.R 1 is just a much more rich, dynamic, and polished experience. We've also incorporated motion blur and depth of field, and all of these really just help to provide more immersion for the player. It's just a much more high-fidelity experience.
On a conceptual level, Monolith's AI works pretty simplistically. The complexity comes in the details. It's pretty analogous to the way human behavior thinks. I have a goal, and in a game like F.E.A.R, a goal would be, I want to kill the enemy.
We wanted to improve the AI's navigation system, but we wanted to give the AIs more opportunities to do more things that interacted with the world, like have AIs run on walls, run on rails, jump over desks even more fluidly than they had before.
If the player decides to move to one side of the level or one side of a scene, the AI will choose the correct behaviors in order to engage him appropriately. Another great improvement that we made from F.E.A.R to F.E.A.R 2 would be movable cover. The AI can get behind the vehicle or something like that, and as the cover is moving, he will move with it and engage the player in a certain way.
The AI behavior I think I'm most proud of is fire. When our AIs catch on fire, they react very emotionally to it. They run around, they try to roll themselves out in water if there's any nearby, and it makes for a really visceral experience.
The AI surprises me all the time. There have been numerous times where the AI will run to the side and throw a grenade at me from behind cover. It plays differently every time. It's very impressive.
F.E.A.R 2 actually starts 30 minutes or so before F.E.A.R ends. Playing as a different character in the follow-up allows us to show you some of the same events from a different perspective, which fills in some of the blanks that you might have had from the first game. The main character in this game is Michael Beckett, who is part of a Special Forces unit that's sent to pick up Genevieve Aristide, who's the head of Armacam Technology Corporation. On the surface, they're an aerospace company, but they also do a lot of top-secret military programs. It's supposed to be a routine mission, but then this explosion happens, which is the event from the end of F.E.A.R, and then everything changes. Then it becomes this fight for survival. They basically indirectly wiped out an entire American city. So they've sent in special cleanup crews to try and bury all the evidence. The original project was called Project Origin, and it was to use Alma's genetic material to create these commanders that are capable of commanding these clone armies telepathically. Alma becomes aware of Michael Beckett, and he becomes a sort of beacon that she's drawn to. And as a result of hiding this tragedy, it festers in her, and she becomes much more toxic, much more dangerous. It becomes really a quest to try and stop her, to destroy her before she destroys everything.
From a combat or level design perspective, we really listened to a lot of the players out there that played F.E.A.R, and one of the critiques that came from the community was people were saying that we were really kind of confined in office spaces. We thought there were some really great gameplay aspects about really close, in-your-face, tight combat, but we also wanted to augment that with changing the volume of the space. So by opening up, we can kind of create an ebb and flow of pacing of combat and how that's going to resolve. We went to places like a nuclear facility, we went to a school, we went to a hospital. We would go with artists, we would go with sound, we would also go with level designers. So now when they're actually building the environment that they're going to have combat in, they can actually build spaces that feel viable, that feel realistic to the player. We had people that were taking photographs literally of like pipes at a macro level, looking at cracks, looking at water stains. We use them as texture references, we use them as part of our effect systems. Ultimately, we try to use as much as we possibly can because it adds credibility to the scene.
I think the key thing to keeping the player on the edge of their seat is to surprise them and not let them get too comfortable. You can sort of let them think that they're getting into a pattern, but then you have to vary it.
We basically built a color story, much like they do in film. You know, as things start to become a little more tense, you're going to start to see more aggressive colors. And as things start to become a little more subdued in the story, we're going to kind of bring down that color map so that it starts to feel a little more relaxed. There's definitely colors that are associated with Alma. She'll get in close proximity with you, and she'll start to interact with the player. You'll start to see glimpses of parts of how she perceives the world, and all that has a very specific crafted color hue to it. So as we keep coming back to it time and time again, we're reinforcing that, and then we pay it off great at the end of the game, helping explain it and kind of pull it all together.
Hi, I'm Dane. I'm the community manager on Project Origin, and we're going to be doing a series of behind-the-scenes videos for you. So we're going to start off by introducing the leads.
My name is Dave Hassel. I'm a senior producer for Monolith Production. What is my favorite weapon of all time? BFG. Castle Wolfenstein / Doom. Yes, I'm old.
I'm Tarl. I'm the associate producer in charge of multiplayer on Project Origin. Weapon of all time in a game, not what I normally beat hobos with in the backyard. That's a tough one. I actually really like the shovel in Condemned 2.
My name is Nathan Edson. I am an associate producer. My favorite weapon in the game of all time is, of course, a weapon from F.E.A.R, the penetrator from F.E.A.R, where you, of course, nail people to walls. It's really great.
I'm Bob Roberts, and I'm kind of a production assistant, associate production guy that produces. What's your favorite moment with Alma?
Inky.
I was totally gonna say that lunch at the Olive Garden last week. but
I'm John Mulkey. I'm the lead game designer on Project Origin. Games did I work on at Monolith, you ask? Well, that's a brilliant question. I think that's a really good question. Let me answer those. Let's see, there was No One Lives Forever. Enjoyed working on that. No One Lives Forever 2, enjoyed working on that. I was the lead level designer on that one. That was pretty exciting. Worked on Contract Jack. We'll not talk about that much. Went over and worked on Tron. That was really fun. Cool change of pace. Worked on F.E.A.R. Was the lead level designer on F.E.A.R. That was pretty fun. And now I'm working on Project Origin as the game designer, and that's pretty fun too. Who has the best hair on the team? Why? I don't know. I think it would probably have to be, I don't know, probably me, you know? I would say, yeah.
My name is Nathan Hendrickson. I'm a senior game designer here. I also do lead cinematics design. Favorite moment with Alma? I think in the first F.E.A.R. game, when you're going down the ladder for the first time and you turn, you activate it, you turn, and she's right in front of you. Freak me out. Game of all time. The Black Hole Generator from Blood 2.
James Axman, director of audio, and I was lead level designer on the original game. Favorite moment with Alma from the original game is there's a scene where she's walking on the ceiling. I thought that was pretty creepy.
my name is Brian Pimenton. I am the sound designer, lead sound designer for Condemned, Project Origin, Monolith. Favorite Alma moments? It was actually in the prototype. It's my favorite Alma moment. When you first see her and then she's coming at you and then everything was kind of... It's because I did the sound in it.
My name is Corey Allmeyer. I'm the art director for Project Origin. A moment of Alma from the original game would probably be the one where she showed up at the top of the ladder you were climbing and scared you. I fell off the ladder like 3 times because it scared the crap out of me so bad. What's my favorite color? Puce.
Is Matt Allen. I am the art commander. Yeah. Favorite moment with Alma, probably from the original game. I like the part where I think Wes did a really awesome job with the blood on the ceiling, and so anytime we went into that hallway and you've got like the great screen effects and like the weird blood on the ceiling.
My name is John Turner, and I am the art lead for characters and weapons. My favorite color would be black. Absolutely.
My name is Kevin Didrick, and I am the lead world artist. My favorite moment with Alma, you know, it never even made it into the first F.E.A.R game. At one point, Craig had prototyped the scene where the player came up into an elevator lobby, and this elevator lobby had a mirror and a little like table with a potted plant, and then if you walked over to that mirror and looked at the mirror, the entire room behind you would basically turn into this like blood-coated room, and Alma was standing like right behind the player in the mirror, and then you turn around and it would flash and the room would be back to normal again. And unfortunately, I don't think that ever made it into the final PC release. But it was easily one of the cooler Alma moments that never were.
I'm Dave Matthews. I'm the primary art lead on Project Origin. My favorite part in the original title is it's a real dark, mysterious area. You're looking at every direction. You'll even look behind you. You start to go down a ladder. As soon as you go down the ladder, you turn around and pow! Almost right there, right in your face. Great scene.
My name is Russ Pecoraro, and I'm lead engineer on Project Origin. So my favorite moment with Alma, the first time we started getting the scares in, one of the first things we did was add her at the top of this ladder. So as you're getting on the ladder, you spin around, and then like right there, she just appears and like pops out of view like really quickly. And then you get down to the bottom, thinking, oh my god, that was that's really scary. Ooh, thank god that's over, and let me relax. And then you turn around and Fettle's like right in your face and just kind of like dissolves away. So you get like 2 scares right there. It's really cool.
I'm Lucas Ridding. I'm the QA lead here at Monolith. My favorite moment with Alma is the first time you see her and throws you down the hall with the flames exploding.
Welcome to Monolith Productions. Right this way, my name is Ming. I'm the usability manager for Monolith. I want to be showing you guys around today, taking a little tour of the usability lab, where we have a lot of testing going on. This is Megan, our receptionist, the gatekeeper to Monolith. She makes sure all the bad people are out. And right over here is my second home, the playtest labs. Come on in. So this is where we do a lot of our usability testing. We've got 11 stations here, and it's hooked up to each station is hooked up to a widescreen TV, and then we've got dev kits going on at the bottom. We've got a PlayStation 3 down there and Xbox 360. This is the social station, so sometimes we want to simulate like a real life, living room experience, just to see how players will play the game if they were at home. So this is it. We got a sofa, we got a chair, I give them drinks, pizza, whatever, and they just play on this TV. Usability testing at its most basic level is bringing people from outside of Monolith to play our game, so we can gather their feedback for the developers. We're running a test. I encourage people to think aloud while they're playing. It's simple, but it really helps me to understand what's going through the player's mind. I also watch what people do as they play to see if they're getting lost or confused, or if they're just having a really good time. We involve gamers in the design process because they are the ones that will be playing the game at the end. So what they think is important. We have a talented group here at Monolith, but over a long period of time, it can be difficult to know if the game we're making is still fun for the player. Usability testing bridges that gap between designer vision and gamer experience. So, I've been pretty swamped. I've had to run a lot of usability tests for Project Origin. I started looking for some help. Dave, one of the lead artists, offered to help me out.
I just want to say thanks for coming in.
Happy to be here. It's excited.
Good. Today what we're going to do is we're going to have you take a look at Project Origin. We're going to play through a couple of levels and kind of get some feedback from you, like strengths, weaknesses, some of the challenges throughout the game. And hopefully by the time we're done with this, we're going to have a good positive experience from it.
So we were real excited to get Dave Matthews on board as our usability lead, but suddenly he started showing up wearing this lab coat and these goggles. and his practices, methodology became pretty much unsound.
So tell me what you're thinking.
Thinking I really don't like this right now.
Dude, you gotta dodge that shit. There you go, slow-mo. Look at that. You accidentally hit the button. Look at you. What a wise monkey. I mean, it looks like you're taking a lot of damage. You're walking around, you're pumping into shit. You're not really playtesting. Dude. Look. Dude. Dude, play. Dude, you're about to get pwned!
You suck! Are you even really a doctor?
You have walls of degrees that will make your head spin.
According to our records, Dave didn't even graduate from high school.
Walls of degrees. Get out of here. Hey! Ouch!
Alright guys, so if you're interested in playtesting for us, we're always open for new playtesters. Just come over to www.lith.com, click on the link that says Monolith Gamers, you can sign up, and you might have a chance at coming over here to the Playtest Labs. And I'm not as crazy as Dave.
Hi, my name is Adrian Dupre. I'm the manager of IT for Monolith Productions, and we keep all the desktops, networks, servers, infrastructure running so the rest of the company can focus on making games.
Hi, my name is Spencer Myers, and I'm a senior systems administrator here at Monolith Productions.
And I'm Woody, systems and network support.
I'm Marv, the IS pimp. I do system specialist and network specialist stuff.
My name's Josh. I'm a system admin here at Monolith.
My name is Randy Cowett, and I am the desktop support technician for Monolith Productions.
A typical day is servicing a lot of users that know little to nothing about computers or technology, yet they work in technology. Probably one right now. Hi, this is Spencer.
Spencer, this is Jacob. I have a little problem down here.
Hi, Jacob. What's going on?
Things are going really slow. I think I need a new cable for my PC here.
What kind of cable do you need?
Well, I don't know. It's such a rat's nest back here.
My keyboard's not working. My network's not working. My cable's unplugged.
Got some plastic on the outside, and then you can see some silvery, shiny bits.
I have to tell you, Jacob, most cables have a little shininess and maybe some plastic on the outside. It's not really narrowing it down. I need you to narrow down what kind of cable you have! Narrow it down!
IT work can be stressful.
I want to help you solve your problem. I want you to work and get these games done!
Very stressful. This isn't my first coffee today.
Monolith Quality Assurance Analysts, Danny Olson, Lucas Hammer Myers, Don the Passion Dillinger, and
Colin Moore.
Hey Danny, I just released a build to the rest of the team.
Awesome, now we can tighten up the graphics in level 3.
Sweet!
Whoosh.
Sweet radishes!
Asparagus!
I've been in this industry for years, and I've never had to work under these conditions. The air fives.
Sweet!
The trumpet noises. The singing.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit something, and I'm trying to work right now. Said a turn around. Bright eyes.
The HR violations are just too many to number.
It's true. You can't argue with science.
Monolith Quality Assurance Analysts.
That's enough. You spit on me. That's disgusting. I'm sorry.